I'm joined by Patrick Janssens, trainer of many runners tonight on the TV Trophy Hove card, which we're covering on Watch Along. Welcome, Patrick.
Thank you, Bob.
And we'll talk first, race 4. You've got Crossfield Dusty in the sprint final. A prolific greyhound. What do you think of his chances tonight?
Yeah, I think the trap 6 is not really ideal for him. He ran a bit below par last week, but to be fair to him, in the week his pitch came in season and that upset him a bit, you know what I mean? So hopefully he's over that now. But to be fair, John's dog by him up around very well. And he's back his form what he had at the end of the last year before he got injured, you know. So he has to absolutely to clear that to the bend. But we know what he's like. He's very good and he's in good form.
Good man, yeah. He must have some kind of a chance if he pops out the boxes, and that little anomaly during the week might just help him. So, race 6, and you've got 2 in the puppy final. Obviously, Dealish Frankie would probably be the better chance of the 2. A nice looking dog, an improving dog, Patrick.
Yeah, he won the Mumble Puppy Derby very impressively, really, and he won last week very impressively. Got a bit of a tricky draw tonight with Seamus's dog on his inside. Showed a lot of early last week. But listen, if he comes away as his best fashion, and he's a very, very good dog, and you know he keeps improving. He's only a July puppy. You know we got Romeo Top Gun in there as well. He's improving as well. He should come on from the run as well. But yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, they both look to have decent chances. But Dealish Frankie, would he kind of turn into maybe one of your Derby team?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. He loves the poster. He done it 17 months old, 29.40. You know, you would think he's better now than he was then. Yeah, he's progressing really nicely, really. You know, what he done. He never finished out the first 2 in all his career, and he ran against the best, really. He never ducked and dived to avoid any good dogs, so he always took on the best, and he's always finished in the first 2.
Now, we mentioned Romeo Top Guns will be in opposition to Dealish Frankie. The very next race, Dave and Nicky have got Romeo on tilt as well in a one-off 500. What do you think of his chances?
I think that Romeo on tilt is a massive runner. He done 29.29. He went quicker than Lataro in the trial. He was very impressive at Hove. He's got a very good draw in track 1. If he comes away, he's a massive, massive runner.
Interesting. No, I think you read between the lines. You're quite sweet in him. Right, race 10 is the big final. Unfortunately, Antigua was withdrawn, but it might just help you with Bocco's Brandy, who checked at the soft last week. So there must be a little bit of improvement for him. You must be a little bit hopeful with him.
Yeah, there is. I think there's massive improvement in her. She got only the first of the 9th. You know, I think she got it really well, in my opinion. She checked at the pickup, first time from them trap sort of thing. You just hope she comes away better. If she can clear the one dog to the bend and she can lead, you know, we see how good she is.
Yeah, certainly, obviously, Space Jet's going to be difficult to beat, but you just kind of hope, I think, with Bocco Brandy that she could just improve after checking. Definitely on the time, put it that way. Now, the last runner you've got is in race 12, and that's Global Volcano. I don't know too much about this greyhound.
She's the little sister of Space Jet and Antigua Lava. She's fast enough, but she's very, very clumsy, in my opinion. You know, last week she knocked herself out really for qualifying for the final. But listen, we just hope she track rafting, and if that does improve, she be up there with them for the match.
Okay, so what would be, do you think, your best chance on the card tonight that we're covering at Hove?
I think Romeo on tilt.
Okay, I kind of read between the lines there. Now, it'd be very remiss of me not to talk about tomorrow's Maiden Derby, sponsored by Matchbook, who are also sponsoring us for the next 3 months. And you've got what I would call a very, very fast greyhound, Patrick, at the top of the market. We can look at the market here, and he's around about a 6-4 chance. Tell us a little bit about the backstory of how you got to acquire him.
Well, I always keep an eye on these N1 and race stakes in Ireland, and then I went through the runners before they started the Tralee, the Future and race stake, and I saw him. He had the same dam as Bocco's Belly. Then with the sire was Droopy Sydney, and I followed him, and I saw the race that night, and thought myself, gee, that's a fast dog. And it split to the third, but it was quicker than Crossfield Dusty. So I rang Noel Hare, but his phone was turned off. I rang him first thing 7 o'clock Saturday morning. I spoke to him, and he didn't decide yet he wanted to sell him, but he said to me, "You've got first refusal." And then he rang me back, and we agreed a price, and he come over. That's it, right? Basically, I just bought him really from my own back. I never asked Noel nothing from what did he do in unofficials or this, that, or the other. He caught my eye and on his breeding and everything about the dog is very good, and now he's here. He's an absolute professional. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, Patrick. How has he settled in?
Yeah, great. The first 2 days wasn't good. Then Crossfield Lexi, she comes sort of similar time as him, put them together, and they're really inseparable, really now. They're really laying on the bed together like they've been here for weeks, months, And he's really good. You can see it on his trials as well, He's improving with every run.
He has.
In my opinion, a dog who's sort of settling down, and I think you need them dogs sort of 2-3 months before the derby starts, really, And this competition, hopefully, he can do well. Who knows? We don't know when he's behind what he's going to do at this, that, and the other. But he's sort of the dog with a lot of early, a lot of middle. He stays well enough. He wouldn't be a dog who comes off the fourth bend and go past 3 dogs. Do you know what I mean? That's not what he is. He's a front runner, and at the end of the day, 15.53 in the trial round toast. Is there many dogs in the derby who can do that?
No, I would say not. Yeah, exactly. And even the 29-12 catches the eye. And I'd imagine, obviously, Patrick, you haven't really got to the bottom of it. This is the start of his career, for God's sake, and he looks a greyhound that's got massive potential. And I think it looks a beautiful introduction to racing, if you like. And of course, you had the track record sort of in effect with Thorn Falcon last year. Yeah. The way that he went through that competition.
Yeah, the same, we bought him really of my own back that time. He ran a tennis court, and I was just impressed by him, the way he ran bends, the way he done things, and that exactly went the same. And really, is it really been bought particularly for the main derby and then the derby? Not really. It all fell into place. Do you know what I mean? You can have all these plans with dogs, but there can be so many hiccups along the line. You know what I mean? So. And with Tom Falcon, he went from strength to strength with he done 15.65 last year at the same stage where Kulavani Shadow is now. And the first time over 500, he only done 29.80. So, and I had it with other dogs like Fabulous Azura. She done a 15.61. She only done 29.72. Now, I said to the lads who were involved with the dog with me, and I said to him, if he does a 29.50 first time over 500, I'll be very pleased. He done a 29.34, minus 20, wasn't minus 20, I doubt it. But anyway, they said everybody's opinion, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And but he can only beat, like Crossfield Lexi, she's a very, very good bitch, trust me. And she will be more like the Romford 575 type than the 500 metre dog. So that's why I want to trial her against him. Then he stays.
And tell me, Patrick, obviously you don't mind a little bit yourself. Kulavani Shadow around about the 13 to 8 mark. Does he smack a value? Is he that much of a better greyhound than the rest of the field?
I think he's a faster greyhound. Is he better? I don't know. Sometimes the best dog ain't the fastest, is it? And the thing is, I wouldn't back him, me personally. I just want to enjoy him. That's what I want.
Of course, understand that. And we must mention Crossfield Lexi around about a 20s chance. What would she have some kind of chance of getting to the final?
Yeah, 100%. She's very good, honestly. I just kept it to sprinting. That's not her part. She will improve massively from the second 500. She will, and she can do much better than a 440 sectional. She's a very good bitch, and she settled in much better than the last week sort of thing. She's putting on weight a bit and everything. He settled better than her, if I'm honest. So, but I think she'd be a very, very good bitch when she goes up.
So we've got a sign-up code that you can see going across the top of the screen. A £30 free bet for new customers if you sign up. That might be a good little tickle. That may be 30 quid at about 20s. Patrick, Crossfield Lexi might get in the final and give you a thrill.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? If you back it each way, I think she's value. I really do.
Okay, Patrick, thanks ever so much for your time and good
No, but
luck.
thank you.